You ever have one of those days and you're just an idiot? So I just had one of those days. What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today is a bit of a random one. Yesterday I was busy spray painting an old roller, just giving it a quick coat of paint, and the old trusty compressor finally shit the bed. So we're off to go and pick up a new one. I had to do a bit of hunting around, got to get one off Ash Airs, but it's a bit of a bummer that it broke, but I think I've had it like 5 years now and it's painted a few cars. Like, it's done a heap of work and it's always just screamed its tits off under the bench there. And I think it was like a $400 one from Bunnings. So we're pretty much just going to make sure I've got everything and head over to Hamilton. We'll take Betty over and go pick up the new compressor. Oh well guys, you ever have one of those days and you're just an idiot? So I just had one of those days. So this morning went and jumped in the truck, shot over to Hamilton, obviously just saw that, and then I got to the shop where the compressor was and it didn't fit in the Chev. Yep, it's one of those people. I didn't even think to check of how tall the compressor and everything was. I just thought, oh nah, that looks like it'll fit, that'd be sweet. Take a Chevy, stretch its legs, go for a nice sunny Friday cruise, and it didn't fit. So pretty much wasted an hour and a 10 drive each way, and then ended up just paying them to ship it over here anyway. So that was a bit of an idiot rookie move, but not all is wasted. While I was there, I ended up picking up a few bits for the sim. So I grabbed a Thrustmaster handbrake slash sequential and just a Logitech shifter to go with the Logitech wheel. So at least I can make a start on doing something. So I'm going to make a start on mounting this up. Just took some rough measurements out of the Dale 30. Took some measurements from like the center of the steering wheel and stuff to get that roughly in the same place. And then I'll do the same with the shifter down next to it. So I'm just going to have a look through my scrap steel pile now, see if there's something we can mount off the side of the seat here to hold all that. So at least we can do something productive today. So we'll go have a look, see what I can find. Okay, I've got a bit of an idea of what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up off of this bolt hole here and make a nice, probably decent sized plate with a piece of pipe welded in there, roughly there, just off the ground. And have quite a large plate to spread the load for twisting, and then I will notch this end of it and that will sit somewhere like that, and then I'll cut it to the height that I need for the bottom of that, and then I can just drill the mount holes onto a big bit of plate for that underneath, and then have a piece of angle iron coming out the other side of here, and it will hold the shifter wherever we want here. And what is approximately the right height too, so might not actually be too hard to do. I'm going to get some cardboard now, make a template up for the plate, and then hook into it. See if we can get it done tonight / this weekend. Alright, so that's it all welded up. Pretty much good to go. So what I'll do is I'll just let that cool down, give it a bit of a clean up and a wire brush, and then I think I'll chuck some black on it because I've got to shoot off for a couple hours in a minute anyway, so I'll see if I can get some paint on there and then that can dry while I'm gone. And when we come back, bolt it all up and see if it works. Alrighty guys, it's now the next morning and I'll show you where we got up to last night. We were a bit on and off with the newborn and whatnot, but managed to get it all mounted up. The only thing I did do was a bit of a boo-boo. I somehow had my bottom pipe here too long, so I did end up cutting that and re-welding that. It was about 100mm too long, so I don't know how I did that when I had it all set up on the block, but you know, mucky handy, it'll get you. And I gave it a real quick test last night, pretty much just getting this set up. It actually all feels, I was wondering whether you'd still have a bit of twist and stuff in that, but it's like moves the whole seat before it moves that alone. I'm actually super stoked with how it came out. The positioning and everything is real similar. Even though the shifter looks quite far away, it's pretty much where it is on the E30. Because with the LS and the R151, shifter's quite far forward. I am going to put a bit of a longer gear stick extension on this just to have it matches the E30 a bit more, because that's a real short throw, but that's a job for another day. And you see I just used some loom wrap for the cable tidy, just a bit of loom wrap going up, and then just the two USBs. So I figured I'd jump into Assetto and show you guys how it goes quick. Okay guys, now I'm not a sim drifter's asshole. Like, I've literally only just started trying to figure all this stuff out. Like, I'm honestly shit. It's definitely something I want to try and get better at, because I've read a lot and seen a lot of videos about people using sims to improve their actual drifting and stuff a lot. And to be honest, I think on the hours counter I've got 20 hours on this, and that's including like other people playing it as well. So I've probably got, I don't know, 10 hours or something, if that, and I've only just got the shifter in the wheel. Before I was trying to do it with the handbrake on a button and stuff like that. So should definitely be interesting trying to learn. I do have this adapter that Daniel Kazina's 3D printed for me, so I can put a proper wheel on here. So I'm actually super excited to do that, because these wheels are super small. Because this is only like a G920, I think they're called. Because like the seat, the wheel and the pedals, like that setup I got second hand just off Facebook Marketplace, because I don't want to pay new money for something that I don't know if I was actually going to enjoy or use. I'll go outside view. Right, so it's first thing in the morning, so I'm going to be rusty as. So I did like the luck generator thing on the wheel and all that, and that made a huge difference. Oh, cooked that one. But like this handbrake actually does feel pretty slick. I think there's a heap more fine tuning I can do with the handbrake. On the Thrustmaster thing, I just set it up like a real basic, pretty much just so it's on or off at the back of the pull. I think you can set it up so it's more to be like more resistance for say. Oh, took that one. The one thing I really struggle with on this game, I don't know if it's like it's more my driving than anything, is when you end up like getting a bit of a tank step again and like trying to manji on straights. Like I can never get my timing right on the steering. But I think it's just going to be a case of spending a few hours on here, and I think it would definitely be better with a bigger wheel. I'm trying to spend as much time as I can in like normal, like not competition cars, because quite a few people that have watched have said to get as good as you can in the low power cars on here before you try and do any of the competition cars. So I've been using this, it's like a J Drift E30. I'll see if I can find a link for the download of it online. I just stumbled across it by accident. And I've just been using that heaps for obvious reasons because of the Dale 30. And just getting as much, gonna try and get as much time in as I can on like these low power cars before going to the big, powerful cars. And I mean, this thing's still pretty grunty. I think it's supposed to be like an M50 turbo or something. Like it's still pretty grunty. I'm actually super stoked with how oh, cooked that one. With how rigid this little frame I made is. So I haven't painted that weld that I redid last night, because I figured I'd leave it for a while and see if there's any other changes I want to do, and then I'll repaint it after that. Ah, cooked it. Almost nicked a couple corners there. And another thing I need to get used to on this is like the throttle control. I got a bad habit of being like using it like a switch where it's either on or off. I noticed like the smoother I am on the throttle, it actually like handles way nicer, way more controllable. Just to show you guys, see how like it literally is solid is, like it moves the whole seat, and it's obviously plenty for the shifter, but I'm definitely pretty happy with it. I know they're like a relatively entry-level handbrake, but I can't do it with two hands. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with one. Nope. Oh well guys, so that ended up being a pretty random mixture of a video. I'm super stoked to get some more progress done on this, at least, considering I couldn't pick up the bloody compressor. I am looking at doing more and more content on the sim, trying to document it and sort of follow my progress, and then see how much of this I can actually put into when I do start drifting the E30. I think it'll make a huge difference from what I've heard. There's quite a lot of people that say it makes like a night and day difference. So that's what I figured, oh, it's only like I managed to get most of it secondhand. That's just an old TV I had, and that's the laptop I already had for my editing. So the only things I bought new are the handbrake and the shifter. So it's still relatively low budget, or is pretty low budget for a sim. But I figured I may as well make the most of it and have a bit of fun. So I'd say there'd be a bit more content on this coming up. So cheers for checking out this video, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.